So, there's this fantastic Wikipedia list descriptively titled Wikipedia:"Unusual Articles." I just remember it as that Wikipedia list. It's a collection of hundreds of articles about unusual, unexpected, and unbelievable subjects. No matter what link you click, it's bound to be interesting. For that reason, every week I'm going to click on a new link and teach you a little bit more about our amazing world. Maps are very hard to make. To create a map from scratch, one has to do years of fieldwork or analyzation of satellite photos, so plagiarism has always been rampant among map makers. It's pretty easy just to redraw the same geographical features from one map onto a new map, and it's hard to get caught. You are, after all, drawing the exact same world. So map makers came up with a way to catch individuals stealing their data. This is Argleton in West Lancashire, England. According to a 2009 screenshot of Google Maps, Argleton is a town. It's supposedly located between Autun to the south and Ormskirk to the north. The problem is, if you go to this site, this is what you find. Argleton was placed on the map as a paper town. Paper towns are fake places that are put on maps as copyright traps. A mapmaker can make up a place, and if they see that a competing mapmaker also has that town on their maps, they know that at one point the competitor plagiarized their info. So in Argleton's case, the town probably wasn't placed there by Google. Google gets their data from TeleAtlas, who sources their data from other mapping companies, who in turn get some of their data from other mapping companies. Somewhere down the line, someone must have placed Argleton on the map as a trap, and its presence on Google Maps was just a remnant of that. After the fake town gained widespread media attention, Google removed it from their map, and it has since been replaced with a marker designating the spot as a ghost town. There are hundreds of other examples of paper towns. In New York, a spot north of Roscoe, New York, was marked as the town of Agloe by the General Drafting Company in 1930. The name came from an anagram of the cartographer's initials and appeared on numerous maps since its conception. In the 1960s, Agloe showed up on a Rand McNally map of the region, and thinking that they had fallen into their trap, Esso, who had bought the map from the General Drafting Company, threatened to sue McNally. The suit was dropped, though, when Rand McNally pointed that Agloe had actually become a real place. Sometime in the 1950s, locals opened up a general store north of Roscoe, New York, and after looking at an Esso map of the region, decided to call their store the Agloe General Store, therefore making Agloe an official place. The store eventually went out of business, and the town has since disappeared from most maps, but this is one instance where a fake town became real. A similar idea to paper towns has been used in other domains. In 2001, the word "asquivalence" appeared in the New Oxford American Dictionary, defined as the willful avoidance of one's official responsibilities. That word was made up as a copyright trap, and it actually worked. Dictionary.com and Google's dictionary both added a listing for the word "asquivalence", possibly proving a level of plagiarism among the online dictionaries. Occasionally, unintentional traps are created that prove effective. Before they created Apple Maps, Apple was making maps on a much smaller scale for iPhoto. These maps had no attributions, and therefore no one could be sure where their data was from. But there were some obvious clues. This screenshot of Apple's map of Norwich shows an area of disorganized roads in the northeast. If you look at the OpenStreetMap map of the area, you can see that these roads are actually trails in a park. Overlaying the Apple map over the OSM map of the area, you can see how perfectly the supposed roads and trails line up. You can assume from this that Apple took their map data from OpenStreetMap and mistook the trails for roads. A few months after the release, Apple officially credited OpenStreetMap for their contributions to the maps, confirming that they used OSM's data. So those are paper towns. I hope you enjoyed this week's episode. I'll be back next week to bring you more from that Wikipedia list.